Getto Poetry, bro. Welcome to the Getto Poetry.
You're welcome, my name.
Yeah. My name is ABC Poet.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm the head of Getto Poetry with my brother Sylvester. Yeah, Getto Poetry is a project that was initiated by UMUT Arts.
Yeah.
You know, to give a platform to different people by reaching out for them to voice out their daily stories, to link up and to enjoy the arts. You know, and I used to say that is to out the ghetto poetry, right?
Yeah,
you know, to take the poetry from to take it out from the ghetto.
Yeah, to take the stories of the ghetto, turn it into poetry perspective.
Poetry.
Yeah, I get it.
That's why we say stories of home.
Yeah, stories of home.
Yeah, so
Ghetto poetry.
I'm with JDC. Yeah.
Mungu ndihoji
uri nkuba mu bicu
cyane. Mungu ndihoji cyane ndi nko mu bicu nditanesha. Umusizi utari umusinda amagambo. Ndi nyiri imizimizi isibo abasizi. Abagati kateretswe na rugiye. Ikimirana cyarosha mu bintu. Ndi ntwarane mikota na rugiye ntwara. Ntwara yanjye nyita misesera amazi ndabanza babigana make. Mungu nkabihonye nkabihonye cyane.
Uri nkongi cyane. So so you want some from me?
Shoot it, man. Shoot it.
Yeah. So let me explain. Last year I had a friend. He made me delude myself that I don't have to work hard. He used to take the loot. He told me eat and drink because life is short. I told him, nah, I'm not gonna get involved in it. I wanna look beyond the put the carve in front of my side.
That's my guy.
Yeah. And I wanna put carve in front of my just flipped out. But this piece is called White Elephant. It's it's like 50 verses.
Yeah, 50. Wow, that's
50 verses.
That's kind of long. I once wrote a poem which covered 3 pages. It was called Pain. It was back in 2018. Yeah, it was called Pain. I was talking about 3 real stories. 3 stories from life. I was talking about the story, some personal stories, not from me, but from my friends.
Yeah.
Actually, poetry, we don't carry secrets. Whatever we put them out. We put them out, but some people will not know that we were talking about them. We were talking about ourselves. But on another hand, we're talking about their secrets.
Yes.
Make sure don't tell your secret to a poet.
We are stories.
We're gonna pull that shit out. People will be like, yo.
We are stories.
If they know, they know. But thanks to metaphors, to the king of metaphors, we got it covered. Yeah.
So what is the poetry to you?
Poetry is life.
It's life.
Poetry is life. Think about a way to express yourself. Think about the way to connect to the society. Think about the way to speak untold stories that you carry within your heart. Sometimes we want to talk about things, many different topics in life. Sometimes we want to talk about our insecurities. Sometimes we want to talk about our stories, our traumas, our happiness. But in a way, if I tell it through a story, people are not going to understand it the way I want to be understood. Or sometimes I'm even ashamed to release all my emotions through the environment. But if I have poetry, I can describe everything through that's into me, and put it to the word, and people will be like, this is his voice, and some people will relate to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you write a poem and people be like, this is me. The poet was really talking about.
Yeah.
So poetry is a language of life. Poetry is a language of everything. There is a lot of things you can do through poetry. You can teach. You can, prophesy. You can even heal the wounds through poetry. I mean, poetry is everything. It's like art. Art is life.
Oh my God.
What up?
Yo, what up?
See, man.
What up?
Yeah,
what's up?
Give some, bro. Yo, give it a bunch.
Man, you started without me.
Late comers always eat bones,
Yeah, man, I was where was I?
Yeah.
What do we have today?
No, bro. You have to introduce yourself to, poetry.
But just an intro.
Yeah, intro.
Yeah.
Give us some.
Sure.
Spit it out.
Senjimana. ndeba ibintu ndeba abantu ndeba ibihe ndeba ibindi umubara nkuru w'iryo nabonye ndi umusizi usize amasusu y'amboro ugira yasohotse imanzi itari
reka nkubwire rero baravuga ngo umuhungu ndi inkongi cyane ndi nko mu bicu ndi rutanejo ndi umusizi utari umusinda amagambo ndi nyir'imizimizi yasabye abiru haba akati kateretswe na rugero ndi kimira narekera rosha muheto haba inkota nk'intwara n'imikota nayo ry'intwari ni agati kateretswe na rugero
ahubwo
nuko nose niwo muhungu muri ko
niyo turi
kumwe bamwita kimira
ya
Getto Poetry musa turi mu Biryogo twaje ku marange asa neza cyane it's a good vibe
mu gikomo cyo mu marange
it's the shit yeah you saw this
yeah
stuff man
yeah for real
yeah so for me I was just passing by
yeah
I hope we got the vibe
man I will stick around for
I'm
some
just
time.
preparing something you know I'm
Can't wait to hear it, bro.
Yeah,
sure.
But can I give some?
Yeah, sure.
This is
Your
because
book of thoughts, man, nigga.
Yeah, I'm too old. I'm old school, bro.
How old are you, man?
Yeah, man, I'm old as church.
Okay. Now I see Peter right in front of me.
Let me show you, bro. Let me show you. I have two.
So all of these are your thoughts.
Yeah, these are my thoughts.
Bro.
Let's go 4 minutes of a poet.
Wow. I have a book like that at home. You know what I called it?
Yeah.
All the things I should have said, but I never got time to say.
You never got a time to say.
A lot of things I should have said those shit, but
So this piece, it's called Beauty.
Alright.
Yeah, it's called Beauty. It goes like this. I'm young. Beautiful is the pretty face of me. Beauty, brain and culture makes me shine. All eyes of me when I'm walking, and all ears when I'm talking. If your beauty could give life, I will live until the ocean dries. But for beauty is nothing, a mouth will call and cry.
If beauty could give life, I will live until the ocean dries.
But for beauty is nothing, a mouth will call and cries.
If beauty could give life, I will live until the ocean dries.
Yeah, I live until the ocean dries.
That's some real shit, brother. Let me give you some. So you're old, I'm young.
Yeah.
Kind of, these new words, stuff, Let me give you some. So I have this one. It's called Death. Yeah.
Beautiful
Actually,
teacher.
it's called D.
Death
Just
is my
wanted
beautiful
to.
teacher.
Yeah, actually, definitely. If humans were able to understand death, and we'll be living life in a different way. For real, because there are a lot of things we ignore to care for because there is death. But if we were able to understand what really death is, we'll be out here living life in a different way. We'll care more. Yeah, we'll live each day, wonderful. So let me tell you about something. It's called D, letter D, letter D, ABC. It's called ABC. Now let me give you letter D. D, death. Deeds gone. Dark nights rises. Dead, dread conquer days. Dreams forever lost in vain. Doom falls like every evening rain. Destiny's call sounds out in many ways. Disaster deals out the cards, lies. Desire to survive was born. Drenched heart and tense. Do or die. Not data. That's mine. Yeah. So I wrote starting with letter D, giving everything I wanted. But I want to talk about that. I don't know why I like to talk about that. Because right now I got a piece called Write About Me, I'm Dying. Let me give you some.
Write about me.
Write about me, I'm dying. Write about me, I'm dying. Time is now on everything. My day to request is here. Too many times I imagine it to look like this, but I guess now my curiosity is about to be fed. Don't be scared. It's meant to be. None runs from what is faster than him. It's only a matter of time before the catches. I need fun. I guess I can call I'm quoting my own book. I wrote too many letters to you talking about this day when I'll be someone else. I guess now you have to I have to hand you a pen. It is time you start writing about me because I'm dying.
Because you die.
Take a paper, weep your tears away. Look inside my words. See that I have drawn a long time ago. Say no prayer over me. It won't change a thing. Instead, use that paper to write about me because my transcendence is you. Write about me, I'm saying no lie. Say no lie about my past. Nothing done in secret won't be known, they say. Then put all secrets on in my poems to light. Make sure you leave nothing behind. Leave everyone to know who or what I was. Maybe they will understand what I'm becoming. Tell them I'm so excited to go. Oh, in fact, I couldn't wait no more. Tell them this isn't a goodbye. It's a ceasefire. Please write about me, I'm dying. Explain every tattoo on my body. Remind me why I had to take to make my skin this dirty. Too bad a good museum is being robbed tonight. I'll let the cops. Do you still have a space on your paper, little man? Write about how my soul was a safe keeping gold, but I was poor. I'm sorry. I'm taking all this to my grave. I hope I'll be rich and comfortable the night then. Don't just use words. They'll be bored reading them. Add some stretches too. Make them vivid. Oh, and too beautiful and be very scary to grab everyone's attention. Draw me a map too. I don't want to get lost there. It's too late, and my time is now, and everything. Carry yourself to sleep, real man. Tomorrow when you wake up and I'm someone new, don't cry about me. Write about me instead. Because of word be gone.
Right.
So that's called Write About Me All the Time.
Yeah,
So
it is a beautiful poem, though.
yeah, it's a
Yeah, it
beautiful
is.
poem. I don't know why. Once I wrote something. There is something I don't like about funerals. You know, when someone died, then they're going to give the eulogy. They say a lot of beautiful things.
They never say you're bad.
They never say you're bad.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that. I never wish on my grave, on my funeral, people will be talking all the good things I did. They gotta know I'm bad.
Tell the truth, man. If I'm bad,
black.
say that
You
too.
know, I'm black. Life is all about yin and yang. You know why? Londons were real good. You see grey color. It's a mixture of white and black. You know, grey color. That's what makes the grey color. It means my life is grey. It had never been white and black. It was always grey. You know, mixed white. You know, all good and all bad mixed together. You know, they form my life. So when I die, I don't want people to go on my grave and say, you know, bullshit. He was a good human. He was like, you know, blah blah blah, all stuff like that. Tell my story. You know, say everything.
You have to tell your story.
Tell my story, you know, everything. Put it over there. I was bad, I was hating, I was, you know, egoistic, I was, you know, everything I did. Just don't go, you know, giving comfort to people. They don't need it. I'm already gone home, you know. Just tell my story, the reality of it, you know. Don't cry about it. Just, you know, everything done in secret will be known. I wrote in the poem. So that's all. I have to.
Man,
Tell my story.
You
Get a
got it.
story, you know. Get a poem. Yeah, my life is like a ghetto, you know. A person is like a ghetto. So and I have a lot of story inside my ghetto. You know. So let the people know what I was talking about.
so, but you know, it is crazy, man. The story behind this writing is crazy, man. You know, it just really touched my heart. But we were talking about old stuff. So when I told you that
my favorite part, you
I
know.
told you that I'm old as church, but I'm gonna give you some of my,
Yeah.
poem about old because sometimes I get old, then I get younger. It's a mix of a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing, before you start, I'm talking about all the talk about. I got. I'll answer you. I got a poem. I'll answer you too.
So you pass up my mind. Look at this beautiful face. Everybody knows, but it's funny when I'm getting old. Running like ocean waves, when my memories repeating old songs, when my ideas cannot even fly the kite, when my voice is voiceless, when I can't walk but bend like a friend of days. Understand this line?
Yeah.
When I can't walk but bend like a friend of days. When I cry without reason, when I can't even remember when this hand is shaking like a flag in the wind.
Man, I started shaking like a week ago. Why?
Yeah.
I'm trembling.
You're trembling. But my favorite line of this part is, when I can't work, but bend like a friend of days. So there's a mix of old and young, as you say, old and young, but it's cool sometimes. For me, poetry is, I don't say poetry, I say poetry.
Like a tree.
Yeah, like a tree. So that's poetry for me. It's poetry. So I can say that I have a tree of poetry.
Somehow like connecting to how I perceive poetry. We say poetry, meaning trees. Trees are life. Without these things, man, we can't build right here. We gain oxygen from them, and they say poetry is life. You see, connected,
that's what I say.
connected.
It's like it's like
we're connected.
It's like poetry is like me. It's like poetry for me. It's like a school.
Yeah, for real.
It's a school that tells stories, your stories, teaching people how to behave, how to eat, how to drink, how to laugh, how to deal with troubles, and that's why I say poetry.
Yeah, like I say, poetry is a language of life. You can express everything, either for yourself or for somebody else. It makes me remember of something. When I started writing poetry back in 2017, like a company I had a motto. It was like, be the voice to the voiceless.
Voice to the voiceless.
Talk about things that people are going through, but when they cannot talk about it themselves. There are things going on. There are scars that we're bearing and we are hiding over our smile. We are smiling, but deep down we are dying. Then talk about it. Give it life. Express it. Put it out in the light. That's how I perceive poetry. That was my motto, and it still is. Because even though sometimes I'll be talking about myself through poems, but also I'll be like, this might be somebody's story too. Because I believe there is a connection about everyone. About everything in life. What I'm going through might be someone else is going through it somewhere else, and I'll be going through some shit that some people also have gone through. There's nothing under the sky, people say, like history tends to repeat itself, some kind of shit. So be the voice to the voiceless. Speak of what's going on through the society. Be the voice, put light on some dark whatever is dark spots in life, some kind of shit. So I would like to ask, Getto Poetry. Why Getto Poetry?
As I told you before, there's a poetry and there's also ghetto.
Yeah.
We wanted, we have this idea, of out the ghetto, to out poetry. So we need, to take that poetry, we need to remove poetry from the, underground shards or whatever. So, and then we need to give it to people. That's why we have to reach out to, people to voice up their voice.
Like I say, the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah, voice of the voiceless. She said there is a
connection.
Yeah, connection. But we all made of stories.
That's an interesting point.
Life is stories.
Life is all about stories.
So there's a people, there are people who have stories, but they don't have, a platform or a place to,
talk
tell,
about
their stories. So that's why we're here. So Getto Poetry has no stage. Here's the stage. We are Nyamirambo. Excuse me.
Yeah, like
next time, next time we might be in the ghetto. we do on the street, we do whatever, but people are going to understand. I remember the first episode where we went up to the several district. We did a street. Bro, and then people they came, they enjoyed the art, they told their stories.
It's a nice, it's a very good, it's very captivating.
Yeah, so
like I'm loving this connection, being the voice of the voiceless, like upcoming poet as my motto, and the vision and the motive behind Getto Poetry. I'm really enjoying this stuff. It's really great, really great. Glad to be part of it. Glad to be part of it,
yeah,
from the start to the end.
to this start.
Yeah, from the start to the end. It's really inspiring and really great.
Getto Poetry is for people.
Yeah, for the people.
There's no restrictive
Reminds me of Getto Rap.
Getto Rap?
Yeah, Getto Rap. Like the voice of the people.
Yeah, the voice of the
Be the voice of the people. Talk about what they're going through. Talk about life there,
Yeah.
Give them hope,
give them hope.
Because I believe in the ghetto there are a lot of, sleep dreams, like they're sleeping, not dead but sleeping. They're under the shades, under the bed covers. People still have the belief, I can struggle, I can go there, I can shine out there in the world, So, Getto Poetry. Something real nice,
Yes.
real nice. Yeah.
And I can give you some again, and I can give you a little verse.
Shoot it, man.
But,
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
I'm young, I'm old, I'm a sister and I'm a brother. I'm their father and their mother. I'm a son and I'm a daughter. They say I'm a little angel, but I cry as I smile and look like I'm crazy. They cleanse me, they dress me, they feed me like I'm lazy. They say my wing is free and young, but my toes don't reach there. I'm born every day, each day I die. Many things they do, but I can't even try. I call them I'm almighty and fully trust my dad, still I'm worthless.
You're good, nigga. You're good. Like, for real. I might give you some. Actually, when I'm thinking, I'm somewhat philosophical. I like to observe.
Philosophical?
I like to observe, think, why is this thing like this? Why are things like this? Who set these rules that we're following? Because as I see, the way I see the world, it seems like we're following some kind of line, some kind of rules. But who really put them there?
Who got the dice?
Yeah. Who rolls the dice? Who plays the card? Who's the man? What I'm talking about. So I have this poem, called Questions.
Questions.
It's a very deep one. But it goes like, questions. What's the point of life? To the point, the ones we care for always end up living. And it always leaves people broken hearts. What's the point of hate? To the point we have money for missiles, why millions cry for hunger? It's really funny. What's the point of everything? In the end, we're going to die. If I have to live life, what if living is dying? What if dying is living? Because in the end, death is always waiting for us. We're opening its arms and waiting to give us a hug when we are there. What's the point of everything? I keep rotating my mind, but I can't get the answers. And everybody, too many secrets revealed, too many theories put in place, but none can satisfy my questions. None can prove me wrong. None can prove that my questions are worthless. People keep telling me, why do you ask yourself a lot of things? I tell you, it's crazy. When you're living the life, you can't ask anything about it. You're not living. You're just being like a sheep, leading to be slaughtered. Ask about your life. I have too many questions. Too many questions. What's the point of everything? What's the point? So, questions.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I like to ask about myself. I like to ask about everything in life. Getto Poetry. Why do we have to be? People say, we like the echoes. I am here, you're here, we are one. But in the end, bullshit, divisions.
Yeah, division.
I'm black, someone is white. So by when I cut my skin, when I cut their skin, we all breathe away. But at the end of the day, we hate. What's the point of it?
What's the point?
To the point we have a lot of money for missiles. You see these wars.
Too much force.
Yeah.
And that we
But we cannot invest in agriculture to get food. But we're investing in missiles and atomic bombs. Just to end life. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Big time bullshit.
politics.
I hate that shit. Big time. Okay,
Politics.
I see. My mom used to tell me, whatever you live through, whatever you're doing politics.
Yes, but me, I never use the word politics.
What do you use?
Politics.
Because you genius.
Politics.
You genius. Like, yeah, it is politics.
Yes, politics. Someone is benefiting.
A lot of cards
So,
being played.
in order to benefit, you have to play tricks.
Reminds me of a poem I once wrote called Quid Pro Quo.
Quid pro quo.
Quid Pro Quo. Tit for that. That game, you have to give this so that you can get this. Because like, for my, it's been a while, I don't remember the lines, but it goes, for fame, I sold my privacy. For respect, I tattooed my body. Everything I do, I have to do this for that.
For the fame,
I sold my privacy.
for the respect,
I tattooed my body. If you want respect, you won't be tattooing your body according to the society, according to our society. If you want respect, if you have tattoo, you'll be looked at. You're meaningless. You are like this, ghetto kid. You are, but I want to tattoo my body because that's what I want. So I'm not sure I'm going to be respected because bullshit. If someone sees me with a tattoo, I'm not going to be employed. If somebody sees me with dreadlocks, they say, this is a thief. This is a thing.
we don't.
I have to put on a suit. I have to look smart, have smartness. And to be famous, you have to say something.
I actually have a beef with fame.
I also wrote. Let me read you something. I wrote a poem about fame. It's called Poisonous Possession.
Poisonous possession.
Fame is poison.
Fame
Poisonous possession. Yeah. Here it goes. I'm thinking, letting my mind rotate. Given everything that I desire, given everything I ever wish, given every wish I ever had granted, what the price am I willing to pay? I'm thinking, who am I willing to become? Who do I dream to be in my dreams? I'm trying to take my chances. Am I ready for what is coming in the aftermath? The fire of my desire burns like a hot charcoal. I'm hunting to be a beautiful life, a poisonous possession. Thinking about it drives me crazy because nothing money buys more than it. For better or for worse, because of rotten pride and shameful brooding, I'm ready to let a soulless catch my breath. It is easy to put a price tag on my freedom because I'm dying for poisonous possession. I'm ready to trade my dreams for nightmares, even if it takes sleeping in a cemetery just for the sake of creating an icon. Because I'm ready to poison, and I'm dying feels sweet than taking the antidote. Don't be too quick to blame or point fingers, because it's a life I chose. Only few would fold hands for such chances. For this poison of our own creation is sometimes heavier than life without meaning.
Sometimes they left me.
Yeah.
You give me a day, Give me a day. Let me see if I can give you some.
Shoot, man, shoot. Like, you know why? I say, living a life where you're not recognized is heavy than living a life which is meaningless. Have you recognized that? Living a life where you're not recognized is really bad than living a life where which has no meaning.
I've been there.
Man, we're all poison. We want to be recognized, we want to be looked at, dying.
Let me give you some.
Yeah.
The words can't explain the format of my feelings. Even the sign language can't express the shape of my wordings. I tried to put it in black and white, but I couldn't. It was when I felt lonely when I was not alone. It was when I felt lonely when I was not alone. When my friend was only my shadow. When my friend was only my shadow. But who used to be my friend when only when the light was there and I abandoned me when the darkness came? Who only used to mimic me? Who couldn't wipe out the tears on my face? Who couldn't talk to me? Who would never understand the case? You remember the line again? When my friends was only my shadow. That's what you do.
It hits hard.
It's hard too. But that's poetry.
The thing I like about poetry, it hits the bottom part of your heart, the bottom part of the soul.
Yeah.
Where my friend used to be the shadow, he used to be my shadow.
I'm feeling happy, but also upset. I'm feeling free, but also praised. When nobody could understand how I feel. When nobody could read my mind. When my smiles are hard to find. When I'm kind, but they still wonder if I'm that kind. That's when I'm speechless. And that's how I feel when the world looks phlegmatic. When I have to laugh and to care to myself by my own way. When my truth is spurious, when my happiness means furious, when my blemish is my beauty, when my humility means holy, and that's how I feel like how I'm feeling.
Let me read you some. It's called Reflections. Reflections. I was talking about. You get it. It's time for the sun to take off. The time for the moon has come to an end. I think I'll never trade my places anymore. I choose me. I'm sorry I chose me. The wind finally blew heading south, and the dictionaries will learn new definition of friendships, and home is no longer a place to be down. Choices are served, I choose mine. I thought I would love unconditionally. I forgot that even unconditional is all a condition. When choices are presented, one picks what belongs to you. I hope you don't question why I have a bigger power. The center, the universe, the icon, everyone's dream. Toxicity at its core is offered in proof. Strength clothed in venting is misusage. Play your cards very well. I have already decided on my move. I have always thought it was me versus the world until I learned it's me versus me. It's not about who's right or wrong. They told me the skies was the limit. Now my hands live high in the clouds. I'm sorry, it's hard to promise. Waiting on me. I have other tastes. I sailed my fate like a sinking ship. She told me she needed me the most. I was hard to believe. Maybe it was because my nature of birth, immaculate conception. Even in my wrongs, I find the solace in my reflection. Today we are close, tomorrow we are back to strangers. In search of independence, when will you let me go? Darling, my demons are hungry, they need breastfeeding. Please save me from myself. Here rise rotted roses and torn papers of my poems. I hope what comes on earth stays on earth. Maybe when I will have my choice, when I have my choices meaningful. Once when my mirror gets bloody and no wife can dry all my tears, every dot we connect to make a pardon. That's when God will smile again. Thinking is powerful, writing is creative, understanding is poisonous, choices are death.
Getto Poetry, we out.